A generational challenge or crisis that it's more important to be known than it is to be worth knowing.
Okay, we see anxiety, depression, frustration, and this kind of compassion fatigue that we were seeing kind of in our young people around us going, okay, let's backtrack this and let's figure out how we got here so we can undo some of the things and rebuild a new structure mentally, spiritually, physically to onset a more positive future, I think.
The moments that I found myself like falling into like apathy and like friendships and just like serving and my job even over this past year has been like moments that I feel like I wasn't doing all right. Like I was stressed about like my most basic needs and like I couldn't show up for people the way that I would like to or I would normally because I felt like essentially kind of empty and I was like an empty bucket trying to give more, you know?
For me, I'm a caretaker. So my job Monday through Friday is to care for a guy, he has cerebral palsy. So I care for him every day. So his whole basic is I do everything for him. It definitely weighs on you, for sure, because you have to step outside of yourself because the basic needs that I can do for myself, I'm doing it for someone else. So it definitely takes a toll on you as a whole. Until you're doing it over and over and over again. You're supposed to always show up with a smile, and even if you have a bad day, you can't bring that in because it was his fault, you know what I'm saying? So it's all that definitely takes a toll.
Do you think there's a mental side to compassion fatigue that kids can get caught up so much in the issues, like the environmental issues, the social issues, you know,
justice issues.
Yeah, justice issues, and basically if you're not putting your hope in Jesus, everything else is at best a maybe. You know, like maybe all these issues will go away. But but if you don't have your hope in Jesus and you're being surrounded by the woes of the world, is there a mental issue that can arise from that?
When we are letting everyone around us take up a mental real estate, right? We put ourselves in this place where we're constantly exhausted because we're informed, and it's not just enough to be informed. You have to now post and speak out about it. And so I do think that as followers of Christ, we have to remember, and not as a cop-out, but go, okay, look, like I actually believe in a higher power. I believe I was sent on this earth with a mission. So I have to filter out the noise. I have to filter out the nonsense to protect my mental stability. We were talking about this because I was like, how is it that in the Bible there were demons and there were exorcisms and there was healings and not that there isn't now, but it seems like it manifests itself in anxiety and in depression and a different kind of spiritual warfare that we see in this generation.
Have you found doing that job during quarantine and COVID has been different? Like the way when you're in your inner world, like helping this guy, what's his name?
Cody,
and then you go into the rest of the world and everything's still a mess. Do you feel like there's no reprieve from that or like break from it?
Yeah, you can't. There's no like time for myself, in a sense, because I get off and you met with the other stuff of, you know, life. You know, my mom, she was sick, and that's all the way in Florida. She got COVID. She had pneumonia. She was in the hospital. So it's like, wow, I can't even like take a break. I'm on edge about that. Then my dad and my brother got sick. Then my aunt got sick. So it's like a trickling effect of life. And it's like, okay, well, I'm getting drained, but now I'm the only one everyone's looking forward to for a word of encouragement or something like I'm always the happy-go-lucky one. So it's like I don't have time to care for myself because I have to keep everyone in perspective. And it's like I don't have that time for myself to be like, okay, I am tired or I'm upset or I'm going through something. I don't have that time or that break because work, care, and then life, there's care.
Jesus was moved by compassion. He was moved by faith, love, anger at sometimes. But he also took a break. He also went out.
We were also talking about
into the desert.
You went to Coachella in the desert.
Yeah, exactly. He left his disciples, peace out, I'm going to the desert for a while, and took a break. And I feel like if you're getting caught up so much with the world, it's so important just to take a step back and put your trust in the God who not only loves you, but holds all of history, past, present, and future in his hands. And if Jesus takes breaks, I think it's a good idea for us to take.
Actually, I want to just tag on that because it's more than Jesus took breaks. He didn't go public till he was 30.
Wow.
And we have a generation that's trying to become famous by the time they're 21.
No, by the time they're 12.
By the time they're 12 or 30, yeah, sorry.
Crazy.
Yeah.
No, it's crazy young now.
Yeah, and you're 15 and 16, and it matters how many people like you and follow you and know you.
Yeah.
And Jesus was okay with obscurity for 30 years.
Yeah.
And I think part of the problem is that we have a generational challenge or crisis that it's more important to be known than it is to be worth knowing.
At TBN, our mission is to use every available means to reach as many individuals and families as possible with the life-changing gospel of Jesus Christ.
Thank you for helping make the gospel of grace go around the world.
Without you, we couldn't do it. God bless you.